Hello my amazing people, welcome back to the channel. So I'm actually starting out a 10-minute series where I'll be showing you how to build certain things using the Elementor page builder. And in this video I'm going to take you through on how you can actually get started using the Elementor page builder. And in the coming videos I'll even take you deeper on how you can get started with Elementor Pro and achieving a lot more with Elementor. However, before we get started, please check out my WordPress beginner toolkit, which is free for download, and I think it will bring you more value if you're getting started building websites with WordPress. You can get your free copy using the link right down in the description box below. Now let's jump straight into the video and get started. I'm actually having an empty page, which is a default theme install, and when you come back over here to my dashboard, I'm going to go to appearance. I've basically installed a free theme which is called the Astra theme, because when you're going to be using the Elementor page builder you need a theme, and in this case we're going to be using the Elementor free version, and that means that we'll actually need a theme that will help us to hold our headers and the footers of our website. Then later we can be building every other thing using Elementor for the page inner content. So Elementor is actually a plugin of itself, which is an extension to WordPress and enables you to build websites without actually touching a single line of code. And in this case what we are going to do is we're going to come over here and then we'll add a new plugin, and this plugin is none other than Elementor. So you simply search for Elementor. Currently it has over 5 million active installs, and now we have Elementor for our WordPress website. So the first thing you have to do is, of course, you have to create menus or a navigation for your website so that someone is able to navigate through your website. So in this case we're going to come over here to appearances, menus, and over here we can add our menu items. But in this case we don't have any menu items to add on our website. That includes pages or even custom links. In this case we're going to create two pages, the about page and actually a home page. So we're going to come here to pages, all pages. So we have default pages that come along when you install WordPress. In this case we're going to add a new page, and our page is going to be home. So I publish and publish, and then I'm going to add another page, and this is going to be an about page, but in this case let's make it a portfolio page. So I'll come add a new page, and this page will be portfolio. Okay, I'll simply publish and publish. Come back here to our main menu, then head straight to appearance, menus. I'm going to create our first menu, which is the main menu. I'll have to assign items to this menu or whatever should be appearing in that menu. So come to view all under pages, and I'm going to add our home page and a portfolio page. You can even rearrange them or reorganize them, and I'm going to make this to be our primary menu. I'll save. Cool. So when I come back now to our home page, and now you see that we have a menu item. Now this header over here and the footer over here are held by the Astra theme, just like I told you. Now what we are going to do is come back here to pages, all pages, open up our home page and say edit. When you have the Elementor page builder plugin installed on your website and activated, actually it will be showing you this button whenever you open up the pages that says edit with Elementor. So now we edit with Elementor, and now it is going to bring you to this other entire dashboard, and this is where you will be able to add your page sections, elements, or even use templates that you can actually get from different authors on the internet. So in this case we're going to start by clicking here on the folder icon, and over here you'll see three options: the blocks, pages, and my templates. So the blocks are basically pre-made sections. There are free blocks and also pro blocks, and the pro blocks are only available for people who are actually having Elementor Pro. But in this case we're only talking about the free version of Elementor, and also pages, but also there are page templates that are free for use, and also those page templates that are for pro users of Elementor. But in this case we're only looking into the free templates for home pages. I see there is one over here, it looks nice, study page, so I can simply click over here. Yeah, it looks good. So if I'm happy with what I'm seeing, I can simply say insert, and boom, right now we have a free template loading up into our Elementor home page. I can also show you a preview of this home page by clicking over here on preview changes, and boom, here we are. And we're actually having a header which is actually enabled by Astra, and also a footer down below here, and everything you see inside over here is held by Elementor, and this is basically a template that we imported from the Elementor template library. Now when we head back here to our home page, in Elementor there is something called a section. It's having this blue boundary, and then there is something called a column. So this is a column that has a grayish border, and this is also a column. So in this section there are two columns, and inside columns there will also be widgets. So this is actually a widget, and it's a heading widget, and this is a text widget, which is a text editor widget, and this is a button widget, and over here there is actually a video widget. So in this case we may want to add a section over here by clicking on the plus icon to add a section. How many columns do we want in that section? So let me say we want 3 columns in that section, and inside this section we can choose to add a couple of things. For example, when I come over here, I can select from a couple of widgets that are provided by Elementor in the free version. Those that you see here that are having a padlock under Pro, those are in the Pro version of Elementor, and you are unable to actually use them in the free version. In our section we can add a couple of things. For example, we can add social media icons, we can add a heading widget, and maybe we can also add a text editor widget. So now we have these 3 widgets in 3 columns of our website. So how do we even customize them? So in this case we can actually come over here to this section, and we make this section take up a certain size of this page. When you select that section and come to height, and maybe we can set minimum height, and we can say maybe the minimum height of this section should be 40 pixels. You can even make it 600, you can make it 200, depending on what you want. So let me leave it at 400 pixels. Click over here on this heading section, and I'm going to add over here the title that we want for our website. So let me say Elementor in 10 minutes, and I can come here to style, and I can increase on the font size of our title. I can also change the font size or the font type of our website. All these columns added together will make 100% of the width. If this is taking over 40%, I can make this to take over 30%, and now that is 70%. And now we have the other option over here that should also take about 30% also of the page. So I can still make changes to these sections. For example, I can add a background color by clicking here on the section, and then come to style. I can say background, and here I can choose from the colors available. I can come here and choose a gradient that I so wish to have. I can still make changes to the location, to the angle of that gradient. I can select the text widget, come to style too, and also change the color. I can increase the font size. And for our icons, we can also make changes to them. For example, by clicking over here on the icon widget, we can add a new icon. So for example, this is WordPress. I can change that to something else. Let me say we want to add an email link. Here you can add your URL to the contact us page, so that when someone clicks on this icon, they can easily be redirected over to that page. Instead of choosing the official color, we can actually go to custom. We can choose the primary color to be actually transparent, and we'll leave the secondary color to stay at the default one. And then now we have our icons without any kind of background on them. We can also add paddings and margins to this kind of section. So by clicking on that section, come to advanced. So we can choose to add padding at the top of this section, bottom, or even the sides. So by clicking over here and adding, let me say 100 pixels, that will actually apply padding all over the whole section. However, we can also unlink that section. For example, we don't want to add padding on the right, and we only want to add padding on the top and bottom. So I'll just delete those digits, and that means that we'll have this much for our website. So you can also add a number of things. For example, you can add motion effects by selecting a widget or a section. Just click over here, come to advanced, and then select motion effects. We can add an entrance animation. We can also look into the responsive options. For example, on tablet, how will this section look like on the tablet? So in this case, I want this element to take over the top and this to be down below this section. So I can simply just say this column is going to take 100%, okay, and then this will take 50% of this row, and then this will also take 50%. We can add padding to the whole section on the right and also on the left. The same we can do on the mobile. We can change the size of this title on the mobile only. When you select the element, come to style, so I can simply just reduce on the font size on the mobile, and then we can also add padding to the top and bottom of this section. So advanced, you realize that we have the margins for the top and also the padding for the top setup. So I'm going to unlink this to add like 10 pixels, and the bottom I'll also add 10 pixels, so we have enough space top and bottom. Now this will make our website look neat on the desktop, the tablet, and also the mobile. Now this feature actually makes Elementor so powerful that enables you to make custom mobile responsive edits on your website without having any technical skills. The other thing we need to talk about are the settings, or the Elementor page settings. You can come over here on the gear icon and you have the option to change the page title, and also you can change whether the page is draft or a private page. At the same time, you can add a featured image for that page. So in case you want to hide your page title on certain themes, this is the option over here. You can simply just enable hide the page title, and then the page layout. So we have the Elementor canvas, we have the Elementor full width, and then the theme. And the default page layout is actually the Elementor full width, whereby your theme headers and the theme footers will actually show up. However, if you select the Elementor canvas, that will offload the theme header and the theme footer, and you'll only have the page elements that were created by Elementor display on that website. Under the site setting, there's something called a design system. This enables you to actually set up global colors, global fonts, the typography, the button styling, images, form fields, even the site identity, including the site name, and then the site tagline, including adding a logo, including adding a favicon, and also settings for example, the lightbox. Whenever someone clicks on an image and it's appearing in a lightbox, you can customize how it looks like, the size, and the icons. Elementor also has a number of extensions that you can install as plugins and enable you to enhance how much you can actually achieve using Elementor, including the free version. One that I highly recommend is the premium add-ons for Elementor, which currently has over 400 active installs with a number of pretty good reviews. And these extensions, particularly the premium add-ons for Elementor, comes with a number of widgets that you can also use up in your Elementor website, like adding Lottie animations, cross-domain copy, duplicator, and down below here also a couple of other custom widgets that are built in this Elementor add-on. So what you simply have to do is to install, activate, and you'll be able to access these widgets inside your Elementor editing canvas. I hope this video brought you value, and that now you have an idea on how you can get started using the Elementor page builder, building up sections, and also getting your website mobile responsive. So in case you have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comment box below, and please subscribe to the channel and like this video if you like this series or you want to see more other videos on how you can get started using the Elementor page builder. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the very best. See you in the next video. Goodbye.